What's going on YouTube? It's Giga here, bringing you some more Series 8 Wi-Fi battles with live commentary. Today we're trying out a Calyrex Ghost Rider team, and I think this team is really cool. I think Calyrex offers just a ton of offensive potential, especially with Astral Barrage being a spread move, so I'm really excited to try that out. One thing that is a little tricky though is by using the choice specs, it does mean I'm constantly afraid of things like Sucker Punch from things like Urshifu or Grimmsnarl, which are all over the format. I also do have a choice scarf Zapdos, which is really big because it lets it outspeed a lot of common threats. Particularly, it lets it outspeed Zacian, which I think is really huge. It also does have a lot of really good support moves if it is maxed. Urshifu, I think, is just great. Grimmsnarl offers fake out support, which is a really big deal. Screens and Spirit Break to lower special attacks. Primarina and Suicune are really sort of like the bulky core of the team that help offer a lot of support. Suicune itself has Tailwind, as well as things like Snarl, Scald, and Icy Wind. And Primarina also has a spread move in Hyper Voice, and has the ability to really pick up some big knockouts, particularly on things like Yveltal. It's able to one-hit KO, which can be a big problem for the team. So, enough talking, let's hop straight into the first game and see how things go. Alright, so for the first match of the day, we have Kyogre, Amoonguss, Thundurus, Incineroar, Kartana, and Regieleki. So there's a lot of options here and a lot of really scary things early on. I feel like Tornogre is just probably my opponent's best lead, but there is also the option of Regieleki. So this is scary because there's things it can do. Grimmsnarl Suicune is really tempting because it does mean that I'm able to get the Tailwind up as well. So I think I do like Grimmsnarl Suicune because Kyogre cannot knock out Suicune, and other than Incineroar, they cannot really stop. They can't stop Suicune from Tailwinding because even if they bring out Regieleki, I can either fake out or screens. So I think this is my best lead. I do like Calyrex for sure. I think it's really strong. And now the question is, what do I bring in the back? I think Urshifu I like having guaranteed hits, but I think Zapdos as a maxer is a much stronger option, particularly because it has things like Tailwind. It can change the weather with Blaze Kick, which can be really detrimental to Kyogre. So let's see. I feel like the Tornogre is such a strong option. And then maybe the better option isn't even to fake out, but yeah, okay, so they're doing Kyogre, Regieleki. I think if that's the case, screen support is really big. So I think fake out Regieleki, expecting... Yeah, I can fake out the Regieleki. Or do I light screen? I think, honestly, light screen Tailwind is the better option, because that means that I'll be able to survive hits from Kyogre, and it really kind of dampens them, and it lets me get out a really... Okay, cool, they're going to switch, which is a really big deal. Into Kartana, which I'm really okay with, because, Grimmsnarl can light screen. It also can let me get off a Reflect next turn. Oh, wow, Regieleki straight Thunder into Suicune. Living here is really big. And, okay, so I know their Life Orb. My speed isn't lowered. I do recover some health with Suicune, which is really critical. And I'm able to set up the Tailwind. So this is where things are really tricky. I think... they have 3, so the question is, do they have Thundurus as their last? I do like the idea of Reflecting, because it weakens Kartana. But at the same time... I think I can Spirit Break into the Regieleki, and I can Scald into Kartana. Do I want to do that to potentially get the burn? I could Icy Wind. No, I am at +2. I think that's the better option. I know... Okay, so they're going to max Kartana, which is fine because Calyrex can just do enough damage that even if it is a double knockout, it isn't necessarily the end of the world. Though actually I don't see it being a double knockout. I think if anything they're just going to take down Suicune, and that gives me a really safe switch into Zapdos. Let's see. Electro. Wow, they're still faster than both of my Pokemon. That's huge. Suicune Living is nice. Grimmsnarl get it. Yeah, Grimmsnarl. If I can live and get the Reflect up, that's also would be really nice. Max Airstream. Oh, they're trying to get their speed back. That was a really good play on their part, I think. But having uh, Grimmsnarl live a turn is also a really big deal. So their Kartana is at +1 speed. It means they will outspeed. Let me think. So Regieleki goes from 280 +1 to plus. Oh God, 140. It's at that Regieleki. That's tricky. The Regieleki is now, I think, Calyrex expanding force here, and just reflect. Regieleki did take a Spirit Break, and it took and there's a light screen up. So I think honestly Reflect to help against Kartana and an Astro Barrage is the best choice here. Kartana has paper thin, literally LOL paper thin special defense. I probably am going to take an Electro Web. Oh wow, I'm faster. So there, Regieleki goes down. That's a really big deal. I'm at +1 with Calyrex. They're probably going to Airstream again. Max Steel Spike. Okay, so they're going to take out Grimmsnarl. Grimmsnarl goes down. I am faster than Kartana, so that's a really good position, and I still have the Tailwind boost. So this means that I can safely max what's it called? I can safely max Zapdos. I can get I should be able to get the speed boost online. All right, so they bring out Incineroar. Incineroar cannot fake out into my Calyrex, so that's really nice. I should be able to knock out Calyrex. I mean, not knock out Calyrex, knock out Kartana. So, and I have the Defiant boost. So I think then knocking out Incineroar is the best option, and probably Max Quake. I think Max Quake is a really good option because it means that my special defense is boosted against Kyogre. So I think that with another Astro Barrage, I am Specs, so I am locked into it. It means that I'll be +2. And yeah, it'll be +2. There is the Reflect Up. I feel really... I don't want to jump the gun. And maxing Zapdos may have actually been really risky because of the fact... Oh, no, because Kyogre, even Scarfed, should not outspeed Calyrex. So that's really good. Astro Barrage, yeah, knocks out Kartana. And wow, yeah, it does a ton of damage to Incineroar. Those choice specs are really putting in work. And then I think hitting it with... what's it called? The Max Quake. And then it's 2v1. It's Zapdos, which has a ton of pressure. I can even change the weather if I want. And they both have a special defense boost with Light Screen up. And I'm going to hit first with Astro Barrage. And I have Zapdos at full HP, which is able to also put in some damage. So I don't really see my opponent coming back from this. I don't have a Tailwind anymore. But, I mean, unless their Kyogre is Specs... Yeah, I mean, both of them are at +1. I can't even see Specs knocking me out at this point. I think it's a pretty safe bet, but like I said, I don't want to make any assumptions. I think Airstream, and then I'm locked into Astro Barrage here, and that should be the game. Kyogre isn't Specs. I'm gonna knock it out with Astro Barrage unless it's Focus Sash. Which, yeah, no, it's not. There's no way. So that was a good game. I think this really shows how strong Calyrex can be. And the fact that my opponent didn't have any priority moves that could hit it really just kind of let it do work. And Suicune also being incredibly bulky, able to survive some really critical hits and like let my Pokemon come in at the right time was really nice. So I feel like this is a good start, and I will see all of you in the next game. All right, game number 2, we have Amoonguss, Calyrex Ice Rider, Hatterene, Tyranitar, Torkoal, and Stakataka. So this is This is tricky because this is a Trick Room team that I don't. I'm trying to think what is the best option. Suicune does really well against Calyrex. I feel like Grimmsnarl is going to be very important. I like Grimmsnarl for its fake out pressure. I think Grimmsnarl. I honestly could do Grimmsnarl or Shifu. I like Grimmsnarl or Shifu a lot, where even if they lead with a the problem is that I can't knock out a Moongus, but I can do a lot of damage to it. So I think I could also do. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I like Calyrex, and then. Yeah, Zapdos is really good against their team. So are Primarina and Suicune. I'm going to bring Primarina. I think having spread water and the fact that it has Fairy too to deal with things like Tyranitar is going to come in big. It is, yeah, I think it's a little tricky. I really have to take advantage of... I need to play well with Grimmsnarl this game. And I think... This is hard. What are their lead? I think is going to play very big. Okay, so they do Stack Attack and Hatterene. So Stack Attack is most like. Oh, this is tricky because both of them can set up Trick Room, and I can only fake out one. I think fake out Wicked. I could Wicked Blow. Hatterene. Or do I fake out... I think fake out Stack Attacka. I feel like that is a better option. And Wicked Blow into Hatterene. I feel like Hatterene's going to max. Because Stack Attack takes so little from fake out. It's like, why would... Okay, so neither max. Air Balloon popping, not really relevant. I'm going to get off a Wicked Blow, which is nice. Over half into Hatterene. So let's see if Hatterene goes for Trick Room. Okay, so they also Trick Roomed with Hatterene, which is a little scary. I think Reflect here and then Wicked Blow into the Hatterene because I want to try and get the KO. I am really worried about Stack Attacka because it's so slow, and I think it's just gonna. I mean, yeah, if they double up into or Shifu, that's one thing. So they're just gonna Rock Slide. Very smart. Rock Slide. It does honestly nothing to Urshifu, but I'm gonna take a special. Dazzling Gleam shouldn't live that. Unfortunate. But Primarina is super slow, so I think Primarina being able to come in and deal some serious damage isn't anything to scoff at. I think Light Screen here, and then I could 130. I could knock out their Stack It. I think do I want to knock out their Stack Attacker? I think so. I'm gonna try and knock out Stack Attacker. Which, yeah, I should just. I don't actually know where Primarina is gonna fall in terms of speed for this matchup. Stack Attacker is definitely gonna go first. It might Iron Ball. I'm guessing it's gonna Iron Ball. It could max and max Steel Spike. Which, okay, so you're not gonna do that. You're gonna Wide Guard, which is actually really great because Wide Guard only spread, so you're expecting the Hyper Voice, which is a huge, huge deal because it means that I can, Dazzling Gleam. I am gonna lose Grimmsnarl, but being able to knock out their Stack Attacka is great. The problem though is, Calyrex. Please, it should get the knockout. Yeah, knocks out Stack Attacka. Hatterene is low. There are both screens up. They do have their max, which is most likely going to be Calyrex. So this is a little tricky. This is tricky because, Calyrex moves last, and I can't protect it. And they're probably going to bring out their own Calyrex. What is nice is, own Calyrex makes sense. I think they don't normally carry a steel type move or a move that's super effective against Primarina. So I think if anything, it's going to try and target down my Calyrex. So I think the best option is still Astral Barrage, mainly because I don't have a choice, and then to max Geyser into their Calyrex and try and double it up. Yeah, I mean it's just I'm gonna probably take just a ton of damage onto my Calyrex this turn, but yeah, this is tricky. I think calling it wrong for Trick Room. I mean, they could have just had both things go for it, and then in which case just going for a screen would have been like much safer and have them reverse their own Trick Room. Yeah. Okay. So here comes the max, which is going to be Calyrex. It is helpful that it means that they can now only target one of my Pokemon. But at the same time, they have Primarina, or not Primarina, Hatterene with Dazzling Gleam. So I have to take a fair bit amount of like chip damage on whatever is about to get hit with this Calyrex. Hatterene used Mystical Fire in the rain with, yeah, that did nothing. You're just trying to break a Focus Sash. Oh, and lower my special. Max Overgrowth. Wow, I did not expect a Max Overgrowth into Primarina. Nor did I expect it to knock out. That's oh wow, crit. What? I know it gets Leaf Storm because mine runs it. I don't... this is tricky. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I can come back from this because I don't one-shot their Calyrex. And there's still turns of Trick Room. Yeah, that crit was really unfortunate. Yeah, I don't even take down their Hatterene. I trigger their weakness policy. There's really nothing I can do at this point because I can't even protect. They're at +3. Yeah, Trick Room isn't even over, so I can't rely on that. That knockout into Primarina was really, really unfortunate. I think it would have changed the game a lot because I would have gotten significant chip onto their Calyrex. But I think given this, Amoonguss is going to go first. It's going to Spore me. I can't stop that. That's frustrating. I hope their team is available in team preview because I really want to see what grass move they're carrying on their Calyrex. I'm assuming it's Leaf Storm. I can check. I do want to run a calc though and see how much it would have done outside of the crit. Like even I feel like there's no way it's like modest max special attack. You're not giving up Glacial Lance. Does Calyrex get any other? Let's see if they have a grass move. I think it's unfortunate that we ran into a Calyrex that does. Yeah, I'm gonna check the calc real quick, but in the meantime, I'll see all of you in the next game. We're back. I checked the calcs. The critical hit actually really did matter, and I would have probably taken 50%. Sorry, but it's fine because we have another Calyrex team. So this is tricky because of the Mimikyu, and there's a lot I like. Yeah, Grimmsnarl doesn't really. I kind of like Grimmsnarl or Shifu because it means that if they try and Mimikyu, if they try and Mimikyu shenanigans, I can fake it out and then Wicked Blow, and I have priority Sucker Punch. I like Calyrex again, and I mean, I guess do I bring Primarina again and hope that this time is different? I think so. I like Grimmsnarl or Shifu because I also do have the Sash, and I think that means that it'll stop Calyrex from getting a boost if they try and get one, and it means that I get a guaranteed hit off. Would they go for? But that's the question. Okay, so they lead Regieleki and Mimikyu. And what I'm thinking then is they're going to I feel like just doubling up into Regieleki. This is risky because I am potentially letting their Mimikyu set up just like unopposed. Primarina really is kind of my answer to this. I think, okay, so they didn't max. Grimmsnarl able to get a big fake out. Yep. You're trying to break the sash on Urshifu. Urshifu takes literally nothing. Their Regieleki flinches. And I'm able to get off a wicked blow into their Regieleki. Regieleki goes down, and they don't have Trick Room up. So this is a really good position now because it means I'm able to start screening, particularly Reflect, and I can get some more big damage off with my Urshifu because they can outspeed it. They do bring out Incineroar, which I don't think is a super big deal. I do have Primarina in the back, so Incineroar doesn't really scare me. I think Calyrex is their last. So I think Reflect and then Primarina is the best option because then Primarina, hopefully their Calyrex doesn't have Solar Blade. I don't know if that's common. I really haven't seen it. And I think getting off the switch into what's it called? Into Primarina is really big, and it preserves my Urshifu, which I also think is really relevant. Yeah, it's fake out into Primarina slot. You're probably going to Trick Room with the Mimikyu. Yeah, here comes the Trick Room expected. I think now what the best option is to Spirit Break here. Actually, who is Grimmsnarl? Check summary. What is the speed between Grimmsnarls? 83 versus 82. That's annoying. I actually EV trained it that way. I'm going to Spirit Break into Mimikyu, and I'm going to Hyper Voice into both of them. And I think, yeah, because neither of them carry Wide Guard, or my opponent just cancels. I don't think that battle was even close to over, but maybe my opponent had to go. I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. That battle was obviously really, really short, so I'm just gonna do one more, and I'll see all of you in Game 4. All right, so after that weird one, we have interesting, no restricted. We have Urshifu, Regieleki, Regigigas, Venusaur, what's his face, Weezing, and Torkoal. So this is tricky because both options for my opponent has two main leads. They can either do Gigas Weezing or Torkoal Venusaur. And I think either way, Grimmsnarl, I like Grimmsnarl Zapdos because Zapdos really accounts for both options. It can fake out, it can close combat. Calyrex doesn't actually really do much. I do like Suicune more. I think Suicune or Shifu, and I mean, like, they don't have a restricted, so it is fine. Yeah, oh, sorry, my computer's volume's on. Yeah, I like Grimmsnarl Zapdos because of the Scarf, and I'm pretty sure I should outspeed Venusaur. Or I can even fake out, what's it called? Fake out Brave Bird. That's the word I want. God, I need to start remembering names better. So they're going to lead with, okay, so they're leading Gigas Weezing, which most likely means that their Gigas is going to max. So what I can do is I can Reflect. Oh, so I don't have Defiant. Oh, I don't have Prankster. Oh, that's a really big deal. I don't have Prankster. I think still going for the Reflect anyway and close combat into their Gigas is the best option. I have Urshifu at the back. Oh, yikes. Yeah, I don't get Prankster Reflect, and I feel like the Max Gigas is very obvious. I think I'll probably lose Zapdos, but I'll be able to switch in Urshifu safely, which should be able to finish off the Gigas, which means they're back to, or probably also in Urshifu, which is really scary. I think I might be putting Zapdos in a really unfortunate position, for lack of better words. Yeah, Weezing Protect, very obvious. I'm going to get off the close combat, which hopefully over half. Over half Gigas, really big deal. There's zero chance I survive any sort of hit that Gigas wants to do. It's going to max strike into, Grimmsnarl. But it lowers my speed. My speed does go down, but it does mean that I get, and their what's it called? Oh, I didn't bring Calyrex, that's the word. Urshifu comes in, I think close combat here, and then swap out into Suicune. Because I really feel like Zapdos is the better option to max. I'm not gonna max Suicune. I do like the fact that Zapdos can outspeed Urshifu and hit it with a super effective Brave Bird. So I think, switching out Zapdos, it means that I can't really see, they could max guard and then Will-O-Wisp Urshifu with Weezing. Okay, so they're going to max Hailstorm. I did not know that they're faster than Urshifu. Yeah, cool. So Suicune takes nothing. I did reveal that I don't have Calyrex, but they also don't have a restricted. I think close combat, knockout, their Weezing, and then I'm guessing they're going to Will-O-Wisp into my Urshifu. I can't really see them doing anything else. Yeah, Will-O-Wisp into Urshifu. That's fine because Wicked Blow is a critical hit. Urshifu is going to take a lot of chip, but my sash is already broken. The Weezing is really tricky in this game because I don't have a good way to deal damage to it. I guess other than Suicune at this point. I already lost Grimmsnarl. Yeah, I have to play with Suicune to... Okay, so they're bringing out Venusaur. Interesting. So they might have Torkoal in the back. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking they have Venusaur... They switch out to Torkoal to get the speed boost, and then they put Suicune to sleep. So I think then I could Icy Wind. I could Snarl. I'm going to Snarl actually because I expect Weezing. Yep, they're gonna switch out, and out's gonna come Torkoal, which is fine with me because it does mean that I should be able to outspeed. This is what I wanted to look up. Do I outspeed Venusaur with a Choice Scarf? Oh wow, it went straight for Leaf Storm, which I'm fine with. Venusaur. What is Venusaur speed? Venusaur now has a speed drop, which is really big. Urshifu, I'm able to Wicked Blow. Get off. Far less than I would have liked. Venusaur max 145, 150. Oh, it doubles. This is tricky. This is actually really tricky. I mean, Venusaur is at -2. I think I have to Wicked Blow here, and then I guess, I have to Brave Bird the Venusaur. Yeah, that's so frustrating that it gets twice the speed. Yeah, I guess I could have read that better. Sleep Powder. Oh, God. That's huge that it missed. Because now I'm able to knock it out with a Brave Bird. Urshifu's going to do a lot. So now it really just depends on how much does Eruption do. Wicked Blow. Let's see. Wicked Blow is going to... Yikes. That was nothing on Torkoal. Torkoal's going to do an Eruption. Zapdos. Okay, so they both go down. Unfortunate. Very expected. I think... Yeah. That's frustrating. I think I could have played better. I'm trying to think really where the best option was. I think... Yeah, I expected the Leaf Storm... Or I didn't expect the Leaf Storm. I expected the Sleep Powder onto Suicune. And I think the focus should have been on the Torkoal slot that I knew was coming in. So rather than try and damage it with Urshifu, I should have just straight up tried to Wicked Blow the Torkoal, which wouldn't have really done much, I think. I think not maxing also was a big thing because I didn't want to lose the speed tie, but I think maybe I could have maxed, knocked out the Venusaur with max max Airstream, or I could have switched targets. I could have max Quaked into the Torkoal. I don't know. That was tricky, but I think this video is still really short, and we can do one more. So in a rare kind of thing, I will see all of you in Battle 5. Okay, so actual last battle of the day. This is a Solgaleo team. Definitely Trick Room. So we have Inteleon, Delmies, Ninetales, Glastrier, Solgaleo, and Torkoal. Calyrex, honestly, I feel like just Calyrex kind of just does a lot of work. Calyrex, maybe even Grimmsnarl? I mean, Ninetales has Aurora Veil, but honestly, Calyrex or Shifu kind of just bulldozes their whole team. What for the other two? Delmies being grass makes it a little bit tricky. I do like Zapdos because it does offer a lot of coverage if need be. Grimmsnarl has Fake Out support and screens, which I think is really relevant if my leads go down. But my leads, like, it's so much pressure that I don't really see how they can come back from it. Primarina is nice. So is Suicune. I think I'm going to go with Primarina. I'm going to go with Grimmsnarl. I think having screens in the back is really big and it offers Fake Out support, which I think is huge because they don't have a way to stop that. And I also didn't really want to time out. Primarina, I mean, it has Spread Water, which is nice. And I think the fact that I can just kind of click Astral Barrage and Wicked Blow and knock stuff out. Yeah, Solgaleo, Ninetales. I think being able to just like click Astral Barrage and get a ton of damage off. I could... Yeah, this is actually tricky though because Ninetales has the Aurora... Oh no, it has Snow Warning. Oh, it has to go for Auroraville. I totally forgot. Hail, I can... There's really nothing stopping me from clicking Astral Barrage. And then... I could Close Combat. I could just Wicked Blow. Yeah, I'm going to Wicked Blow because even if it protects... Yeah. Oh, wow. You didn't protect at all. Interesting. Solgaleo is going to go down. Yeah, and then I'm going to be able to just like Wicked Blow into Ninetales immediately. There is Hail. Oh, wow. It's faster than Urshifu. But Urshifu is going to be able to crit it with a Wicked Blow, so that should knock out Auroraville. That's annoying that it's faster, but that's fine. I'm going to lose Sash on Urshifu, but Calyrex is +1 with Specs, and I don't think there's anything on their team that... Yeah, nothing on their team resists Ghost. And I think, yeah, this lead was just very, very easy, and I think that's one of the risks of Trick Room, is that you come across something like these two where it's so much offensive power from the start and you can't really do anything about it. So I think, yeah, Astro Barrage into both of these, it should knock out Delmies, and I think just Wicked Blow into the Glastrier, which is the bigger of the two threats. They can't trigger Trick Room at this point because, yeah, regular Glastrier doesn't Trick Room. They are going to max. I don't want to, like, assume it's over, and I think not having, what's it called? Either Primarina or Suicune is relevant here. Okay, so they're going to max Delmise. Delmise is going to take a ton of damage from this Astral Barrage. Astral Barrage, yep. Wow, it almost knocks it out. That's a really big deal. And Wicked Blow onto Glastrier. You're gonna critical hit, yeah. Obviously, Max Phantasm into Calyrex is fine. I think they're gonna pick out the double knockout, but I mean, I can fake out. Yeah, it's fine because I fake out Glastrier with Grimmsnarl, and then that guarantees. Oh wow, Delmise also has Life Orb, and it's gonna body press into Urshifu. So Grimmsnarl can now. Oh, and it doesn't even knock out. That's even bigger deal. Yeah, I can safely bring out. I kind of want to max Grimmsnarl because I think it's funny. I'm gonna max Grimmsnarl if they let me, just because, like, you know, I don't really get the chance to do that. I'm gonna max Starfall into Delmise and, or nah, let's max Starfall into Glastrier and let's Wicked Blow into Delmise. They're gonna have some sort of priority move, and I'm gonna have wasted my max. But yeah, I mean, with Zapdos in the back, I don't really see a reason not to max Grimmsnarl because it's you really never get the chance, and I think it's funny because it's normal Grimmsnarl. It's not even like Gmax Grimmsnarl going for something relevant. It's literally just Grimmsnarl because I don't think I need my max this game. Wicked Blow, yeah, knocks out the Delmise. They could be non-min speed Glastrier and be able to actually knock out my Grimmsnarl, which would be really sad. Nope. Cool. Max Starfall. It's going to change the terrain. I don't see Glastrier living. Nice. Cool. So we were able to come out from that one. I think, yeah, my lead was just, it was so strong, and Calyrex with the choice specs being able to one-shot their Solgaleo, and they really didn't have an option. I think they could have maxed and, like, gone for a Protect. I think that would have been it. Or maybe they'd calced for non-specs Calyrex, but I think, yeah, specs Calyrex is so strong, and with Urshifu there too, being able to apply just a ton of pressure that they couldn't handle and didn't have enough priority or weren't able to get off the Trick Room, I think really, really hurt them early on. But that's all I have for you today. I think, yeah, there's 3 more teams I want to play on this, and then hopefully get a chance to cycle to some of the old teams that didn't really get a chance to shine. So with that being said, I will see all of you tomorrow, and yeah, it's been great so far. Thanks.